Okay, video of Poppy Girl here. Hi, buddy. So she's a pretty good dog already. We've just been introducing e-collar, which especially for little dogs can really start the tantrums, which for dogs is kind of a lot to handle. It's a lot of screaming. It's a lot of, oh my gosh, you're killing me, when we're not even doing anything kind of thing. So that's what we've been dealing with for the past few days, but that's okay. Like, once we kind of get through it and once she understands how everything works and it's not a big deal, then the tantrums go away. Come on, Poppy. Heel. So as far as heeling goes, come on, girl. That's going to be on our left-hand side. She has to stay in line with us, with me, at all times, no matter what. And then when I stop walking, Poppy, sit. Good girl. I always want to ask for that sit. So right now, I'm giving her a little bit of leeway. She's a little bit too far away from me in the heel position. As we continue working on that in the next couple weeks, that will go away. But for the first week, I'm a little bit more lenient than I would normally be if this were week 2 or 3. Poppy, heel. Good girl. Good job. So if I change directions, good. She's got to follow along with me, and she's pretty good about this. Poppy, sit. Good girl. So everything I do is an implied stay. That means that I don't tell her the word stay. I tell her the word sit, and she knows that she's supposed to stay there until I give her a very specific release command. There's 3 parts to that release command. One is she offers me eye contact. I tell her the word okay, and then I use my body language to guide her out of that command. No, Poppy, sit. Good girl. So if she gets up before I give her the release command, then I simply repeat the command and give her a correction on the e-collar. So on the e-collar, let's see, I don't know if you can see this, we're at a level 6, and there's 0 to 100 on the e-collar levels, so she sits very, very low, which is not a good thing, not a bad thing. It's just kind of how Poppy is and how where she feels and respects the e-collar corrections right now. And that'll fluctuate at any given moment. You know, it's pretty calm on the street right now. There are no kids out, no cars or anything, so not a lot of distractions, which is what we want for the first week. We want to get her used to, good girl, get her used to all the things, all the words and the e-collar, and then start adding in distractions. So I'm just going to wait for her. Notice I'm not holding my leash anymore. I just dropped it. I'm going to move a little bit away from her. Come close. Good girl, Poppy. Good job. And it's okay if she doesn't want to offer me that eye contact. I'm just going to wait her out. I don't want to do anything to request eye contact. I don't want to give a command to it. I don't want to call her name. I'm just going to wait for her. It's kind of like her asking permission, her making sure we're on the same page, that kind of thing. We keep our training sessions these days pretty short and sweet just because of the heat. I like to get them done in the mornings and in the evenings where it's not so hot. But we also do like to work in the heat as well, just to make sure that the dog knows, and no matter what situation we're in, you always have to be obedient. Oh, buddy. Okay, good girl. Good job. Let's grab this leash. Good girl. Yeah. Okay, come on. So she's doing really well. She's figuring things out. We've had a couple accidents in the kennel. Let's go sit in the shade for a minute. Sit. Good girl. Had a couple accidents in the kennel, which, especially with these littler and younger dogs, is a little bit to be expected. Once we start to introduce the e-collar, that can kind of throw them a little bit, and then they regress a little bit here and there in different areas, but nothing that won't pick right back up as we continue. Nope, sit. Good girl. Good girl, Poppy. So she's doing really great. My little girls love her. They always fight over who gets to hold her leash and walk around with her. But she's doing good, and she's right now. You see her panting. That is, 1, for the heat, but 2, it is also a stress thing. That's telling me that yes, she's under stress, but she's also still maintaining her obedience commands, and she's dealing with the stress. It's a sign that tells me that she is processing having to do something that she doesn't want to do and being held accountable for it, and she's just working through it. So she's doing really good, huh, girl?